Hello, this is Mike at Humble Running. Today I'm bringing you another quick deals edition. Quick disclosure, all of the shoes on this table, aside from the Salomon Genesis here, were provided to me at no cost for test and review by the various brands here. I am under no obligation to promote any of these products beyond what I do for the review and testing period. A lot of the deals that I'm going to talk about today are just stuff that I search on the internet, maybe tips that were passed along to me by commenters such as you, and that I would like to share with everyone, because in this age of prices going up and up, super shoe prices, I think it's also very valuable to point out where you can find good deals on shoes that are high value and high quality, shoes that I personally tested and would recommend. Again, the shoes that you see here on this table in front of you, I have tested and reviewed each and every one of these shoes. I would not recommend and put up quick deals on just random shoes that I haven't tested or run in. These are shoes that I like and enjoy, and if I was in the market for looking for shoes and I saw these deals, that would be information that I want for myself as a buyer. It is now early afternoon on Saturday. Time is of the essence, so let's get right into it. The first deal and kind of a tip that I got from Ryan F9028 is on the Brooks Catamount 3. I just released a Brooks Catamount 3 versus 4 comparison video. So I do like both of these shoes. They're a little bit different. So go take a look at that video if you want to get a little bit more into details on that comparison. But I do feel like version 3 here is more of a versatile training option, while version 4 kind of leans towards racing. It has a bit poppier feel. It has the plate. It's generally less flexible, a stiffer, kind of faster ride, whereas this shoe for training, personally, I think you want to have a more flexible ride and feel. I did this flex comparison in my video. I think this is a really great training shoe. So Ryan F9028 says, still on sale at REI for 70% off in Boise. I don't know if this is available in other REIs across the nation. They aren't on website, only in store for $50.83. Just bought my third pair, such a beast shoe for the price. I did do some sleuthing around. Earlier, I had seen this shoe on Brooks' website for $100. It's no longer there. It's actually no longer even listed on Brooks' website. But in a quick Google search, I found it at pretty good prices on a bunch of different other retail sites, including Amazon. Amazon has this shoe pretty much in all sizes at $99.95, and it's via the Brooks store on Amazon. So I don't know how Brooks handles it, kind of positioning their kind of outdated models. At some point, I guess they shift from their actual website to selling them through other retailers such as Amazon. So this shoe can be had still in pretty much all sizes for $100 at Amazon.com. I think that's a great buy for a great training shoe. Moving on to a couple of other shoes that I think are really cool. These are the Merrell models. I tested both the Long Sky 2 Matrix and the Skyfire 2 Matrix here. Both of these models are really excellent. I love the Matrix upper. I have both of these in US 9.5, so I think they do run true to size. Perhaps you can size up if you don't like the type of racy fit. Again, Matrix fit, especially the Skyfire 2. This is dialed in for shorter distances, faster running, steeper terrain. This is a little bit more relaxed, but still the Matrix upper, still kind of a really snug, secure fit. Maybe you can size up to a 10, but again, I have these true to size, both in a 9.5. Quick scan online. I found the Long Sky non-Matrix version, so it's going to be a little bit heavier. Perhaps the fit is a little bit more relaxed, but there's a website called Blue Zone Sports, and I see, not this version here, the non-Matrix version for $42, which is completely incredible. If I go on Merrell's website, Merrell.com, I see this exact shoe in my hand for $112. Now, that is a great price for this shoe, $112. The regular price is $160. Again, this is a non-plated shoe. It's kind of like, I think in my review, an old school type of shoe, similar to the Catamount 3. I think this is a great training shoe with upside for potential racing. If you don't want to plate, you don't want a high stack, you want a extremely flexible feel. Again, love this shoe for training. What was that, $112 for this shoe in my hand right here. great buy. And all sizes as of now on Saturday are still available. Looking at the Skyfire 2, I'm seeing a non-matrix version. Again, not the shoe that I have, non-matrix. It's going to be a little bit higher weight, but it seems to be kind of a thin singular mesh layer on this non-matrix version. I'm not sure. I haven't run in that shoe. Again, the non-matrix versions I have not tested, but I am seeing that Skyfire 2 non-matrix version for $120 on Merrell's website, and this shoe in hand I'm seeing for $147. Now, this shoe is not as versatile as the Long Sky 2. If you take a look at that outsole, it's a pretty extreme, I believe these are 5mm lugs. It's a pretty extreme lug pattern. I am actually going to be coaching or co-coaching my daughter's elementary school 5th and 6th grade track team this coming season, which is starting in a couple weeks. And immediately I thought of this shoe because they're not allowed to wear cleats or spikes for the races and for the training. Most of these kind of trainings and the meets and even some of the kind of district things are done on grass fields at the elementary schools. There's only a few schools that have actual tracks. Being that they're not allowed to wear cleats or spikes of any sort, I immediately thought of this shoe because I wore this shoe at the Indy 5K at the running event this year. It was the first shoe that I thought of. I'm gonna be running, I've never run a actual cross-country race in my life. I started running later in life, but I thought of this shoe right away because it does have that 5mm lugs. It's super light, super groundful, and if you're running on grass, you don't want a lot of cushion anyway. So for grass type of racing, cross country, where you cannot wear spikes or anything like that, if anybody's out there coaching elementary track or has maybe kids that are running elementary track or some type of sport like that where they're running on grass, I think this is a great option. I'm seeing this again for $147. I'm trying to get some contacts in with Merrell, see if they could help out the kids with this shoe. We'll see about that, but that's another great deal. So the two Merrell shoes are great deals. Makes me wonder if they're perhaps going to be coming up with updated models. Pure speculation there. I have no information on that. The Promorph again is coming out soon, and actually that's coming out in the summer, and the MTL Adapt Matrix is coming out sooner than that. Another shoe I got one comment about from Robert Runner 8427. He says, I miss the Adidas Terrex Agravix Speed in such a comparison. Very light. Light Strike Pro is also a TPEE foam as used in the 005. This is one from one of my Norda AB test videos. No plate. For me, the fastest non-plated shoe in the market and much easier to handle than the Speed Ultra. Now, this is not the shoe that he's referring to. This is the Agravix 3, which I featured in my first Quick Deals video. Adidas Terrex Speed is the Speed version in their lineup, kind of stepping down from the Speed Ultra. The Speed Ultra is obviously 100-mile shoe, ultra-distance shoe. It seems to be, if you look at it along those lines, I do have slight concerns similar to the Speed Ultra model about that heel cup and heel design. Looking at the pictures, I have not tested this shoe, so what I said about recommending deals on shoes, scratch that for this shoe. I do like the Adidas Terrex Speed Ultra model. Of course, I've raced that in a 50-miler. It's a great shoe. Again, I have issues with that heel cup, which I've talked about. I have maybe perhaps a concern about this heel cup here. I have not tested this shoe. Maybe I'll be able to get my hands on a test pair. But I thought I'd point that out because it is a popular shoe. It's an Adidas model. People are aware of this model. Looking at the Adidas website, I see the white version on sale for $120, and that's down from $160. So that's $40 off. That's a great deal on that kind of more of a faster shoe. I would probably see that as a competitor to something like the Long Sky 2. Perhaps this shoe is probably a little bit faster. It probably has a more advanced foam, but similar in weight, non-plated kind of versatility to this shoe. Again, I can't speak too much about it because I haven't tested. Quick note, they have that model in black, a few limited sizes, but I'm seeing that model for $64. So if you're lucky enough, I saw like one available here or there in different sizes. If you're lucky enough to see that in your size for $64, I would probably jump on that one. Finally moving on, a shoe that I featured in my first video. Again, the S-Lab Genesis, still on sale for $150. Again, this is a $200 shoe, all around shoe, ultra training, everything. Talked about it a lot in my last video. Still available, all sizes, Salomon's website, $150. I'm also seeing the Salomon Genesis regular version, not the S-Lab version, in women's for $112. Now that's a $150 shoe. I have the regular Genesis here. As you can see, I changed the laces out here. I was trying to perhaps see if the quick lace would help with the squeezing. I'll do a quick little comparison here. I have a comparison video between these two exact shoes on Road Trail Run. It was quite a while ago, so you can go back and look if you're interested in that. But these are both 9.5, and I find that I get pinky toe squeezing in this Genesis 9.5 that I don't get in this S-Lab version. This is pretty much perfect. I did have problems in the second half of a 100-miler in this, but I think I should probably have upsized for that distance of a race in this shoe from my standard 9.5 true to size. But in this true to size 9.5, there's just lower volume over here. I get pinky side squeezing. I was trying to see if I could do something by switching out the quick laces, maybe relieve a little pressure down here, but I think I do really need a US 10 in this regular Genesis to be comfortable. Again, I'm seeing the women's model of this regular Genesis for $112, and this S-Lab model, I believe this is a unisex model, it's still $150. Just point out really quickly that I have this Genesis spine. I've posted a bunch of content on it. I haven't added to the full Road Trail Run review just yet, just haven't gotten around to it. But I have this one in a 10. I thought with kind of the wintry model, maybe I'd want to have thicker socks. I thought it'd be a good idea to size up a little. And it fits me perfectly. I love the fit. I guess the upper's slightly different than this on the inside of the booty, but it makes me believe that I should and probably would feel very secure in having this S-Lab model in a 10, similar to this one. So I've got 10, two 9.5s, probably should have this one in a 10. So that's a wrap on my quick deals for today. Again, it's Saturday, early afternoon. I'm gonna try to post this up as soon as I can. Latest Sunday morning, you will see this, so you have a chance to jump on these before they go away. Just before I go, I'll talk about what I've got in the pipeline here. I've done a lot of Norda testing recently. I did receive an upsized 10.5. I talked about my 10, still feeling a little bit short, perfect sizing. I raced 20 miles in that shoe. So they were kind enough to send me another 10.5. I do have a couple of 100Ks coming up in this summer, so this is really a shoe consideration that I'm thinking about for those two races in particular. With the 10, I thought it might be a little bit close, and I might have issues like I had in this one during my 100-miler with that US 10. So I'm gonna see how this feels in the 10.5. I also received an 001 and an 002 for testing and comparison. I've got this one in a 10.5, and I've got this one in a 10. I'm going to do a Norda sizing roundup. I just think there's peculiarities between these three models, and again, I have this in a US 10 as well. So I'm gonna talk about that in a separate video. I've run once in this shoe already, haven't run in this one yet. There's a couple of differences. I'm not going to do a full kind of comparison video just yet, but I think I will put out something on sizing very soon. Also, on Road Trail Run, check out my first run video of the Puma Deviate NITRO Elite Trail, long name there. Pretty awesome shoe. Comparisons could potentially be on the way with this shoe, so if you have any ideas on that, let me know down in the comments. As always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy this quick deals and Q&A content. This is along the same kind of lines. Have a great day out on the trails. If you're able to snag any of these deals, or if you do see any deals that I have not found yet, let me know. I would love to share them with everyone else. Thank you again.